Hello, everyone, and welcome to this timeline report that I'm doing right now. I'm going to be using playing cards. These have tarot symbology in them. These are this is the illuminated playing cards tarot deck. So they have the dark side and the light side. I'm going to be using these to clarify, and the main message is going to be in this. And then at the end, I'm going to draw messages from closing messages from this deck, which I've made by hand. So I used orange color flashcards and white ink pens, gel pens, to make these and had them laminated. It was a lot of fun. Okay. And also, I've just received this Oracle cards deck that I ordered. A Prairie Majestic Oracle. Explore your sovereign nature. So I'm going to get some Oracle card messages first before we start pulling out the timeline report. So let's get started. I'm really excited. Today I've used four. This is the fourth new set of cards that I'll be using today for a reading. It's all new towards the end of the year. It feels so nice. New energies, new words, new guidance. Okay, so I think I've made a mistake in shuffling this, but that's okay. I've been sipping on some coffee that I made and I mixed with cola. Apparently, soda and milk helps in relieve acid reflux. If anybody is going to be celebrating a lot by eating, there's a lot of eating that goes around during Christmas and New Year's as it is. So, well, this is a good remedy that my mom and my aunt gave me around Diwali time. It really helped. So, let's get started. Let's pull some cards out. I really like the artwork on this. I really like the artwork on this when I was looking at it on Amazon. And I just bought them. I really didn't know what they were about. But I didn't even realize that they were oracle cards and not tarot cards. But that works out for me. I just notice sometimes when I'm speaking, I have a slight British accent because I studied there for a few years. In my formative years, I was in the UK, in London, but I've moved back. It's been more than a decade since I've moved back, but I do still channel. And I was in America for a while for the first 2 years of my undergrad. So I'm used to communicating with people with very many different accents. And I do switch according to who I'm speaking to. But if nobody's listening, I mean, if I'm not interacting with anyone directly, it's mostly the British accent for English. But I've noticed that when I do live tarot, my accent switches. So I'm sensing that these messages are going to reach people from many, many different uh, part of the world, and that makes me really happy. For now, I'm just starting out, so I don't have so many subscribers or viewers on the live. Even though this is a report, my readings are generally timeless, unless I specifically mention it in the description box. I'm also going to be working on my descriptions, and I'm going to be working on some introductory material. Okay, let's get started. What is ready for action? A dive. A red-tailed hawk. That's beautiful. It's one of my favorite birds. Hawks are so sharp and so smart, and they they only act when it is appropriate. And okay, so please bear with me till I find red-tailed hawk. Yes, 46. Take a moment to pause and scan your life from the aerial view of red-tailed hawk. What do you see? Watch, listen, and observe. What does your instinct tell you? There. It's time to execute. If you've been waiting for a sign to act or wondering when a decision will be ripe for the making, pay heed to the call of the red tailed hawk. Circle, swoop, and grab. There's an opportunity in front of you. While hesitation does not consign you to permanent starvation, giving in to your doubts instead could delay dinner. Why not go for it? Giving credence to your instincts and acting on them is a form of spiritual exercise. You are strengthening this muscle. Every time you grow, learn, and sustain yourself, you have the power to choose. Take aim and go after what you want. No holding back. Am I ready to be seen? Soar, bald eagle. Lovely. Another one of my favorite. We don't have any bald eagles here, but I have definitely seen many bald eagles. 26. The majesty of bald eagle traveling the open air is mesmerizing, isn't it? The freedom, the power, the height. Each sighting is a gift of inspiration and validation. You're doing great. Keep going and don't give up. When self doubts weigh us down, the thought of taking flight and being seen for who we really are may keep us grounded. Even when we receive flashes of insight, we might second guess ourselves amidst the sensory and information overload of the modern world. We may fear being misunderstood, drawing too much attention to ourselves, or that others will accuse us of trying to rise above the stations we're born into. And yet, each of us can probably name others whose personal journeys motivated and energized our own. After all, we are creatures of observation, like eaglets. We learn to fly by watching and then practicing. We need role models, including you. When we witness another chasing dreams, being authentic or telling the truth, it can activate our own bravery. Today, you are being called to soar with bald eagle. Whether to inspire yourself or others, only time will tell. Have the courage to take flight and find out no matter who's watching. That's a great message. Being yourself, because if you have been called to be yourself, you basically are being called to be a role model. If you're going to have to stand out as a part of your journey, am I carrying myself with love? Killdeer, strut. looks like this timeline is going to be for standing out. Or it's going to be very outstanding. You've got soar, dive. So it's like soar, dive, and then soar, and then strut, like take action and rise up to tell people. And then you're supposed to, am I carrying myself with love? And you're supposed to show yourself love. You, you've got to be in a state of complete and utter self admiration. That is what is strutting. You're not showing off. You're walking in the knowledge of self and what you have just achieved. Okay, why can't I find this? 40. Right. What makes you feel good in your body? Maybe it's wearing a favorite color, eating a delicious meal, grooving to music, feeling sunshine on your face, soaking in a hot tub, movement, giving or receiving a sincere compliment, anything that boosts vitality. Call up such a memory and imagine yourself in that moment. Does it shift your now moment experience of physicality? Notice what comes up in your body as you do this. What is it asking for? If you haven't witnessed Kildea's distinct way of moving through the world, each online search online and prepare to smile. She embodies being oneself. On the ground, Kildare struts and bobs her head, calling sharp, high D notes like a double stranded statement necklace. The black feather stripes across her white breast and neck present an eye catching contrast to her brown cloak. Another black band lines her brow like a crown. Her thin legs propel her across the prairie, reminiscent of a flat escalator that occasionally shorts out, and she's comfortable swimming and flying. She's savvy too, using her body to ward off predators by pretending to have a broken wing. Today, Kildare reminds you of the power potential in the physical. Remember, your body is a vessel you are filling it with. Using love as your rubric to choose will only embolden personal expression. We need the uniqueness that is beautiful you, with all your quirks and spark and pizzazz. Embrace who you are with confidence and let your fantastic show. Okay, we have this is the moon card, by the way. We have one of the celestial objects. Wonderful. 130. That makes it four. The number four. Eternal, introverted, reflective, hidden, subconscious, contemplative, fluid, gentle, soft, phases, cycles, releasing, going with the flow, dreamy, emotional. So with the Kildare, we had the physical aspects, and here we are in the subconscious. So it's like diving into the subconscious and soaring high in the consciousness of things, consciously in the physical, waking reality. Beautiful. Okay. Heal, but it was in the reverse. What is mending? Purple coneflower. Heal. I'm being guided to take it in reverse. Okay. I don't think this deck does reversal, but that is blocked energy. If the cards don't do reversals, well, let me see. What is this? Purple coneflower. 120. Everyone experiences time of feeling weak, vulnerable, angry, or frustrated, often unaccountably and unexpectedly. So that's good that this card has come out in the reverse. So we were not feeling that right now. Today is about reclaiming the way you move through life's more challenging emotions. Can you name any discomfort that's asking for your attention, big or small? Let go of old ideas that you are at fault. An underlying wound is likely coming to light. Feeling its pain is a normal part of healing. Purple coneflower offers to hold you in her comforting blanket while you honor the process. She knitted herself with strong fibrous hope. In the summer prairie, purple coneflower's fuchsia petals hang down as she surrenders her heart to the sunlight. Long revered for her medicinal qualities, purple coneflower's roots, leaves, stems, and flowers are harvested to help clear infections, support immune systems, and heal wounds, especially for short term and acute conditions. You may know her as Echinacea. She is resistant to drought, adaptable, and hardy. Borrow her strength and be willing to fully expose your own heart. The hows and whys of your own recovery may feel elusive at the moment. This is not a task for your brain. Choose to believe that the healing is happening and focus instead on opening wider and wider to the light. Insights from honeybee, river, and beaver might also help you in the process. No, we're not going to be looking into that. Okay. What am I integrating? Beaver as. Okay. Or you get a chance to look up one of them as honeybee, river, and beaver. Let's look at beaver. I love when these synchronicities happen. So we are definitely ignoring healing as we're diving and soaring and strutting. Um, this can happen simultaneously. Maybe we can exercise a little bit of healing in the subconscious while we're awake. We can be focused on activity and let the healing leave the healing for the night, like it's sleep and rest well. That is what I'm getting. If you want to make most of what is happening in this timeline, in this lifespan for you. 28. So timelines are basically, they open and close, and you can choose to close them uh, in this lifespan, and then you can jump to higher ones, and then there are lower ones, and then there are ones that human beings are not supposed to be in, etc., etc. When so beaver, what am I investigating? Beaver build. When beaver enters the scene, there's probably a project involved, either now or in the near future. Appraise the design and form of that which you are creating, both physical and metaphorical. What is coming together? What does it hold for you? Adopt beaver's busy eagerness and weave your wishes into reality with the materials at hand. Alongside the waterways that slice through wetlands and neighboring grasslands, nature's engineer applies himself with admirable zest to the task of making. With strong teeth and determination, he gnaws the trunk of trees like cottonwood, feeling them with surprising aplomb. He constructs a dam from the trees, branches, and mud, forming a pool that raises the water table and supports his purification. There he'll build a lodge to live with his family, complete with hidden underwater entrance for protection. The impact of his actions on both land and water are prodigious. He has the power to change the habitat in long lasting ways that affect flora and fauna in the region, humans too. The ease with which beaver navigates both stream and soil may be symbolic for whatever you're assembling. What do your emotions and intuition tell you about how to move forward physically? Consider how your different senses and tools can work together. How can you maximize the resources they offer you? If the project is unknown, what potential do the available building blocks encapsulate? Ask Beaver to help you incorporate all the aspects seamlessly. You might invite prairie mound ant, black-footed ferret, and or prairie dog to join your crew too. We have where is my strength? Endure. This is the elk. This also came out in reverse, but I'm going to take it upright. And I'm being asked to flip this upright as well. I think it was just to tell us that we are supposed to be focusing on healing in the subconscious, and we're supposed to be working on our strength when we are awake in the consciousness, right? We're supposed to be building, integrating strength and integrating mending in the subconscious. Lovely. This is the timeline, guys, and you're going to get action steps. We got a little bit of the future here as well. I don't generally do tell you about the future, but once this timeline ends, uh, we will know what's coming up in the future. Okay. We have the elk, 86. Sometimes some life experiences leave us longing for the reassurance and sa- sagacity of a beloved elder, someone who knows how it feels, and that it won't last forever. If you feel engulfed, saturated, or overcome right now, take heart. Elk guards the bridge to the other side with utmost care. He comes when the only way is through. Elk is most active at dawn and dusk, those transitional times between night and day. Although he has strength and speed, his message today is more about spiritual stamina. How do his attributes translate? Start with antlers growing heavenwards from your crown. Reject any mindset that asks you to truncate your otherworldly senses until the situation is over. No pain, no gain, and work hard, play hard might appear innocuous, but their energetic imprint is fragmenting, especially when we have nothing physical left to give. Pushing ourselves further is not the answer. Find a moment in the midst to plug into source or God energy. What does that look like for you? Given Elk's infamous bugle call, consider sound options like your own vocalization, humming, or singing. Ask what would break up the mental load. Consider the design of Elk's fur, which sports an extra layer in winter. His undercoat keeps the heat in even while the outer layer is caked with snow. What would insulate you from absorbing your external circumstances at the expense of your inner comfort? Invite elk's cousin, white-tailed deer, to help you trust your knowing. Although the male elk may have a more commanding physical presence, elk herds are actually matriarchal. Let your knowing lead you over the bridge and find out how strong you really are. This timeline I'm sensing is going to be completely spiritual. It's the time for healing. It's the time for healing with yourself, and the crown chakra has presented itself. So this connection to source, and God, and universe here coming up. So this timeline is has been granted by God, but it's going to be a very short timeline, timeline in which you can integrate, build um, a structure for mending while you are asleep, in the dreaming world, in the subconscious, and also to be able to see your strengths and take, so that, and also a structure that you can build while you are awake by taking action, or some actions that you can take. Let's see. Let's see. Um, what do we have here? What does this timeline look like? No cards jumping out. Let's get started. This is the past. This is, oh wow, this is the present. Excuse me. This is the future. These are the advantages. These are the disadvantages. Interesting. This is the outcome. We have the 7, 8, and 9 of Pentacles. This is the cross, Jack of Diamonds, crossed with the 5 of Swords. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be a very short timeline. And you're going to have to, the action that you need to take is to shut this timeline down. The timeline where 3 of Hearts is reversed. So reconciliation is blocked, basically. Reconciliation of you with your the one, the one you're supposed to be in a relationship with in this lifespan, the one for you. In the past, you felt like there was no one meant for you with the 9 of Pentacles here. And in the future, also looks like it's very career oriented. And the outcome is more and more work and more focus on work. And the disadvantage is always this unknown, venturing across into the unknown when it comes to love. And it's always going to be the focus in the present moment. So let's see what's more about this timeline. Your strengths on this timeline is the 3 of Pentacles. Your focus on this timeline is the 3 of Wands. Patience and waiting. Your strengths are partnerships. Again, it's codependencies, but it's always like you find yourself alone. But partnerships are always the main focus here. What is in the hidden energies? Oh my God, it's a mindset trap. It's a mental trap. This timeline always feels like a trap. This is the 3D energy, but yes, there is. Your financial structure is very good here. You have money on this timeline. It's just like a safety net, though. So we officially have the 7, 8, 9, and 10 of diamonds on the table. This is the 4D. We have the 6 of Pentacles now. And we have the universe, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Diamonds. And the underworld energy is the King of Wands. Okay. The King of Clubs. So this timeline is very materialistic focused right now. And it's like a timeline where everything you do is self-sabotaging you, and it feels like self-sabotage. It isn't, because you are still retaining all the material stability, and you still have passion inside you, and you do get some opportunities to uh, take action, um, but the focus is supposed to be love, but for you, the energy is coming up in the present moment, but it there is so much to maintain in the material world that your mind is trapped and it's hidden. It's like you're just going through the motion, being thrown about into the unknown waters, and there is need to build some structure, some integrity with what you really feel that you're here, supposed to be doing here. That's why with the Jack of Diamonds is actually the right timeline, but since it's being crossed by the Five of Swords, there's some sort of sabotage going on here, and it's this belief that you are going to be um, you reuniting, but reuniting with this love of your life, but then there is the focus is on waiting and patience, and that's more of what you're getting, waiting and patience, in all of these aspects. You're even, in fact, you're waiting and patiently to jump onto the right timeline for you, and it's just become a trap here. But there is more than enough for you to sustain here when it comes to resources, material resources. And yes, you are going to be taken care of. Like the universe says that if you choose to stay on this timeline, you're going to be taken care of, but it's going to be just like a endless series of uh, sabotage after sabotage, feeling hurt and pain, and getting blamed for all the mistakes, um, over and over again, and having to put your head down. Okay, so I'm going to use the shadow side of this to. Oh, okay, that went back. What do I want to clarify? Let's do the Five of Spades for the timing when it's supposed to end, because I saw that as an ending of this timeline as well. Just let's get the timing on the ending for this. No cards are coming out. Queen of Hearts. Three of clubs, nine of swords, ace of spades in return. The intensity of the knowing that you're not supposed to be waiting around here to meet your queen of hearts. The anxiety is intensifying the more you have to wait, and you're going to just abandon this waiting. We're just going to leave your post and go. There's no one here in the three of clubs. This TP's ending. We've gone down from the 5 to 3 when it comes to timing. The next 3 days, and since the ace of spades is in reverse here, that means when probably when Mercury goes retrograde and communications go down, so you're unable to communicate with anything in this timeline. Yeah, the Mercury retrograde period is the one where this timeline is going to start diminishing. What do I want to clarify? That's in the dark right now. The six of spades here. We have the nine of hearts in reverse. The ace of diamonds. And the three of cups. And I think this is in reverse. All right. This the soul desire, you feel like, if you step out of your comfort zone, you keep stepping out of your comfort zone, giving up your soul desires, starting this new beginning, a practical new beginning with the ace of diamonds, and you keep going further and further away from your soul desires, which is this three of hearts. And I'm going to three of hearts in reverse, and this is what I want to clarify next with the shadow cards as well. Please clarify the three of hearts in reverse. Okay. We have the seven of hearts in reverse. We have the king of diamonds. We have the two of wands in reverse. Okay. So seven, the spell has been undone because you haven't been in communication with somebody that was holding power over you. And this is the reunion that you are not looking that is in reverse. So this is looking to me like a good thing. There's some sort of realization that is happening over this Mercury retrograde period. That somebody who had power over you, who was hoarding a lot of resources, had got you stuck in your words with them. But uh, there was there was a reversal of this because the communication stopped between the two of you. Okay, I I want to clarify the two of hearts, please. No, wow. This is the Jack of Diamonds that we have right here. That's the overall energy. This is the timeline where you clearly identify and take notes on the right relationship for you and the right relationship partner for you. This was like a study in the love of your life, the person that you identify as the love of your life. It's mutual here with the Jack of Diamonds here and the Jack of Diamonds here, the Two of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. And now that you have, let's see, the Ace of Clubs in reverse, the Five of Hearts, upright. You no longer feel you're. This is definitely a little bit of disappointment because there has been no communication. Probably yes, there has been separation because you're carrying this energy around like of no reconciliation, the Three of Cups in reverse, no speaking, Two of Clubs here, these two people in reverse, there's no conversation happening, and you are very disappointed. Like it's like I know who the person is, but then I could not speak to them, and this is causing emotional disappointment, and then you're just giving up on working on your life in this. And uh eight of you're saying you're done with this, just like moving out. But what you're doing is moving away from your soul desire. Eight of spades, please, in the hidden energies. Seven of diamonds, the Seven of Cups reversed, hearts reversed again, the Five of Diamonds reversed. All right. So again, so this mind trap is getting dissolved. Yes, there was a separation with somebody who was holding you down. They also might have felt like a soul desire when it came to material aspects of things, but in you yourself independently with the Nine of Diamonds here and the Ten of diamonds here and the Six of Diamonds here, so even in the 4D, in the astral realm, in the mental realm, you are you know how to balance out your books. The In the material world, you actually have as much as you need. In the past, you have been completely financially independent. Your creative projects are going to make you money here in the future on this timeline. Even in this timeline, you are, when it comes to your material world, you know you're sufficient, and still you kept thinking that this other person, this King of Pentacles, would be your would be the key in the next project. Like in this partnership is has been your focus, and your strength has been patiently waiting for this partnership to come together, in spite of knowing that you have it all basically, and especially with the you being the Queen of Pentacles here, again, more self-sufficiency, like, the ability to create. What is it that you're waiting for? Please clarify the Three of Clubs.
It's 7 o'clock.
We have the Queen of Spades, Queen of Hearts, and the King of Spades. Okay. You're basically waiting for your to regain the strength and mutual understanding uh, between the masculine, your own masculine and feminine, mutual understanding in the mind. Like you are disagreeable right now in the mind, and this is what you're patiently waiting for. You're giving yourself time. A lot of threes here, so it seems, and with reversal of the Seven of Cups here twice, and here with Five of Pentacles, I think there was some, and the Five of Spades here, like there was some sort of damage definitely to your stability with the Nine of Diamonds here coming up again. There was to your money, your own personal money, there was some damage, and uh, this probably caused you to doubt yourself more and more, and you are kind of recovering from that damage with this Nine of Spades here as well. Probably resting it out, or you're still facing a little bit of anxiety. You're waiting for this anxiety to go away. Anything else that I want to clarify? Yes, the uh, do I want to the underall energy? Let's see. The King of Clubs, Nine of Hearts, King of Clubs again, and the Ten of Hearts, and we have the Three of Clubs here again. So there is a soul desire to have this very, very happy home. And as we established, it's not on this timeline. It's not with the people, with the person that you are in the relationship with, but the person that you have identified yourself to be in a relationship with. These partnerships, this are not going to happen are not working out. They're in reverse. There were some sort of very spooky, you were being manipulated in all the three aspects, physically and actual physical money aspects, things, mentally, probably even physically, as in your body, not just your material resources. But I think it was more material resources, and you were definitely tired, mentally exhausted, and that may have affected your physical health a lot. But this was all purposely done because the Seven of Cups has come up in reverse to, in your advantage. And there was a lot of effort put in here with the diamonds here with the eight of spades, the trap. There was a lot of effort put in here, to but that is getting reversed with this because it came up in your advantage here, clarifying your advantage. So it's showing me a confirmation here that this is being undone. Your material resources were really hit, and mentally also you were very traumatized because something that you thought was mutual and working out was not working out, and you had to basically shut shop, and that caused you a lot of anxiety. And now you're patiently waiting to regain your strengths and inner harmony and union, especially in the mind. You're working on your mind. But like I said, this timeline is very spiritual. Like your soul desires are very, very bright and prominent here with the Nine of Cups and the King of Clubs showing up here twice and the Ten of Hearts. It's like it's time now, it's time. Your soul is saying it's time. It's time for you to leave this timeline in this lifespan and move forward, move forward. Okay. So that answers the question when. It's the time is now. The time is now to take action to move forward from and away from this timeline. Okay, some closing messages from the playing cards that I made. Okay, nothing's coming out. We have the Ace of Heart in reverse. Did we have the Ace of? No, we had the Ace of Clubs here. Or the Ace of Swords. Uh, both were in reverse. We have the Queen of Diamonds. Okay, so you're seeing that. You're seeing that this is no longer. Even though the universe is giving this to you, but you can't find yourself giving to this. And you're moving away. You're moving away from this timeline. Yeah, with the Eight of Hearts at the bottom. which is the Eight of Cups, and then the your feminine aspects in your mind, your positive polarity. The positive polarity of your mind is helping you move forward. And stop giving to this. On you're moving onto a spiritual timeline. The Eight of Hearts, the Eight of Cups is a more spiritual path that you choose to take, even though it is unknown because you've been stuck in this timeline with the pentacles, diamonds showing up so much over and over again. You're understanding that this is not what your soul wants. There is clarity in here. There is absolute clarity now in your mind, and the positive polarity. So the positive polarity is going to bring in this bring harmony and mutual understanding with the negative polarity, that is the King of Spades here, because the feminine is moving forward. In the mind, she's moving forward. She is moving forward. And the masculine understands in the heart, because clubs are wands, heart, and even the cups are emotions. So in the heart, there is understanding. In the mind, there is understanding. There's readiness to move forward, right? The heart knows completely its desires, the soul's desires. It understands the timing. It understands the draw, the pull of the the timing of things. And what it isn't, it's not the past, because the Ace of Hearts in reverse and it's in the past position. So you're moving away from this timeline in the present to a more to the right spiritual timeline where your spirit desires to be, where your passions are, where your desires are fulfilled. And you're still going to have the 10 of diamonds, and you are elevating from the Queen of Diamonds to the King of Diamonds. Wonderful. The real partnership between your counterpart, and your higher selves. See, that's the real relationship. That's the real soul desire. That's being guided to put it upright. Wonderful. I'm going to close the read here. Thank you very much.